Hey everyone, what is up? I feel a lot better right now. So I said, time to do the video because now I feel okay. I went through a little bit of hell there for a bit, so thank you for understanding. I'm really sorry if I ever can't post. It's not because I don't want to. I love posting videos and talking to you guys, everything in the comments. I read them all. I try to respond to them all, but then there are times, like I said, that my ADD kicks in and I forget what I was doing. So I apologize for that, but I do try to make sure that I at least heart everybody's comment. And I got my candle bin in because my daughter, she got me this candle for Christmas. It's vanilla bean, and she said she got it at Bath and Body Works. I don't know, but it's really, really pretty, and I like it. It smells good. Thank you, my sweet girl. Her and I have our differences, but I love my daughter to pieces. She's everything. She's amazing in so many ways. I want to talk today about... Now, y'all know I was not the perfect parent. I went through a lot when I was raising my children. And I'll never claim to be the perfect parent ever in my life. So I try not to judge other parents to the point of like slandering them in any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's okay for people to critique and stuff like that. And, obviously there's some really horrible things going on here. But I believe that there's nobody that's perfect. There's no parent that's perfect. But at the same time, there's a lot here that a mother can knowingly change, especially when like everyone on the internet is saying the same fucking thing. So I went down this new rabbit hole, and these are some crazy motherfuckers. What is it with live streaming? I don't understand. When I live stream, I want to sit there and chat with you guys and just have a good time and talk and like do that. That's it. That's all. Whereas TikTok's a whole different fucking world because they have the battling and all that weird shit that they do that I just don't get into. Older millennials that are on YouTube have the same issue that I do with the misunderstanding of the whole live stream thing and why these people are so infatuated with the clout that they will literally do and say anything just to get it. It doesn't matter if it makes them look horrible or not. They don't give a fuck. They just want you on their live. And then there's these people that like just gift and gift and gift and are regulars in these people's lives, and I just don't get it. I would not sit there. Now, okay, I shouldn't say that because you guys are wonderful and you've helped me so much with super thankses and stuff like that, which I'll receive at the end of this month, and I'm so very grateful. I did get everything figured out I needed to on the whole YouTube pay thing. They pay once a month, and it's usually like the 22nd or 23rd. I did get that figured out for myself, okay? I'm a little bit stupid, but I figured it out. I don't understand when you see how problematic someone is. Why then does that compel you to send them money? I don't understand. That's the thing. All these people clearly have something to say about how she lives her life, how she raises her children, how she does this, how she does that. But yet they're still in the chat, liking the video and sending her gifts and things like that. Like, all that does is give positive reinforcement to her and make her believe that what she's doing is fine. Like, it's like praising a child for doing something wrong, or an animal for that matter, So it's like, and like that one guy that's always live streaming for Kick in other countries and totally like misrepresenting the American people by being completely disrespectful in Korea and Japan. That guy, I forgot his name now, dang it. But that's just unhinged. And I believe that now these places, I would hope that they don't associate the rest of America with that one person, but that's how they look at us. Like, we're just nothing but a nuisance. It just puts us in a bad light to these people in Korea and Japan and Israel and other places he may have gone. Then there's this Adriel Siegler too that I'm going to be making a video on as well. So we have some work to do over here. We got some shit to talk about because I've had it. You understand? You know me. I'm gonna say how I feel. You know? And when I saw this lady, I said, what the hell is going on over here? She even has a claymation made about her. It is kind of funny. I won't lie to you. I usually do talk about Gypsy Rose. So welcome to, I'm sorry, I'm way late on my intro, but welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Baby Girl. Usually talk about Gypsy Rose. She's unhinged and I can't stand her. And there's another video going to come out about her tomorrow. We got some shit to talk about with her. Because I like to do my research and I like to find out every piece of anything that I can find to talk about with her. Like the whole article last time. You know, I try to find things that are new to talk about. Instead of always rehashing the same shit with her. So at least there's that. But so there very well could be a couple videos on this lady because there's a lot to this lore. I mean, my TikTok feed is literally being terrorized. There's a literal fucking terrorist attack on my FYP on TikTok of this woman. Okay? And I've had it. I'll tell you that. She may not have killed nobody. She did date someone that unalived two young ladies. And then sat there on her live and laughed about it like it was funny. At least, like, Gypsy Rose has never gone and laughed about the unaliving of her mother. I mean, I don't know, maybe she did, but... And this bitch, Ash Trevino is her name, is a complete roller coaster of just fucking bullshit. She is a literal parasite overrunning my fucking TikTok feed. At first it was Gypsy Rose, overran by Gypsy Rose bullshit. And for a long time I sat there in front of my television fucking yelling about it and cussing about it until one day I said, I need to make a video on this. And now I just bitch at my camera and I send it to you guys to watch. Please like and subscribe. If you know who she is, you're probably like, you know, rolling your eyes right now or shaking your head because you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. But what I actually want to talk about is not so much all of the bullshit pertaining to her and her dumb shit she does on live. Everybody's been talking about that. What I want to focus on today is a little more in depth. So just know that this video is going to be the same as everybody else's on this subject. I mean, I decided to go down this rabbit hole. I mean, do I regret it? Yes, I do. I really do. So I have to, I'm compelled to share it with you guys, my best friends. Hello, Bubbles. I haven't talked to you in a little while and I miss you, just so you know. And also, Cindy, how are you? If you're here, I hope you're doing well. She's been watching my channel since I only had like 5 subscribers. Okay, she's a trooper OG, and I hope she's here watching. All of you, I hope you're here watching. I love you all my members. I'm so grateful. By the way, if you want to become a member, it's $1.99, and that's for everything. You go member lives, videos for the first 24 hours. You get to see first and comment first. So people are like, hey, I thought you just posted this. Why is there already comments? Because the members have already seen. I love you guys, and I want to give as much as I can. You know, don't worry. Don't do the other tiers. I don't know how to get those to come off of the member thing. Just do the $1.99. You get everything. As I ventured down the Ash Trevino rabbit hole, I ended up in the sewer. This woman, I don't even think Unhinged explains this woman. I don't. She's very narcissistic. I mean, you can tell just by, you know, how she acts, everything, selfishness, all of it just screams narcissism. And I know that that's a word that's like overused right now a lot, like that with gaslighting, that kind of thing. But when it's truly there, it's still valid to point it out. You know what I mean? Because I don't believe that just your random Joe Schmo is a narcissist. No. When you see the signs of it, that's when you can point it out. And it may not even be full-fledged, full-on narcissism. They might just have the, well, I guess it's the same thing, NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. But there's therapy for that. And if this bitch would take her fucking money that she's making on these lives, buy her kids some beds, and buy some gosh darn therapy, we might not have to even talk about it. But here we are. Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, nor am I a medical professional. This is all alleged and my opinion only for entertainment, educational, and informative purposes only. Keep that in mind throughout this video. Therefore, this is all my speculation. Please do your own research if you are, you know, interested in this subject, because you need to form your own opinions. You know what I'm saying? Or watch this video and form your own opinion. I'm sure you'll have one after this video. I'm very sure you will. Her and her fucking new. If you'll find out if you don't know already.
You know it smell well.
Someone actually sent Ash a fucking DoorDash order and it had Vagisil in it. I about died laughing. So it all began with me discovering some clips of her lives, okay? And I was like, oh, you know, sometimes I like to watch the clips of lives because of, you know, silly things they might say or whatever. But this woman, literally all she does is sit on live. She's like Adriel Siegler and all of them that sit on live 24/7. I don't even know when this bitch washes her ass. She's on there so much. Adriel Siegler even entered the chat and made a couple videos, actually. This one I'll show you guys. So she battles on live all the time, just like Adriel Siegler does. But Adriel's pissed about the clout she's getting, okay?
Into a more peaceful, calm life. And I don't mind. I think, honestly, the next thing I need for my platform is weight loss. I think that would be the next thing. But I'm not in the mood right now. You want to be vegan? I'm vegan. Who? Who's vegan? Thank you, Fiddlesticks. Yeah, right. Jamie, and I'm over it. I wasted money gifting her. She completely ghosted me. She was fake and turned her back on me. That's real. Because Heffa told her
she also quit her job because she said she didn't want to work for Indians.
With me because a bunch of hillbillies went crazy and said Adriel got fired for hooking up with students, which was a bogus lie. Then those same hillbillies went on TikTok and said, oh, she was drinking alcohol with teenage boys who lived 4 doors down the street from her and got arrested. Another fucking lie. So Ash Trevino believed Heffa, and 6 Foot believed Heffa, teamed up with my trolls, convinced Ash not to talk to me anymore because they wanted to clout chase the fuck out of her. Imagine recycling your way to Live Pro and then not being able to maintain Live Pro. Imagine that.
Right.
Imagine recycling your way to Live Pro when you get 30 live viewers and having to somehow make at least 5 million coins a month.
Adriel making sense.
Yeah, you're desperate for views. I don't care. You're muted. No, I have no chill. I'm pissed. Gladrick, I was talking about Tosh Peterson and her boyfriend Jack Hicks. I am speaking facts. Okay, bye Cassandra, go watch her. I got this brush online. This is from my Amazon link in bio. Vegan hair care. Good, I hope she's not lying. Then my views will go up. Deadass. She's hogging the views. Quit hogging the views. She's hogging the views. Thank you, Shelby. I'm sick of it. I'll say it. Nobody likes a ball hogging basketball. Ash Trevino is hogging the views on TikTok Live. Thank you, Helen. And every single streamer is thinking exactly what I'm saying right now. God damn it, my views went down because this Ash chick is live and everyone goes to
I don't have any of that.
That's what's happening and it's annoying. Okay? I don't know the lore. She doesn't post content. I don't know why she wouldn't post content. She's getting millions of views. That's at least $1,000 a pop. She could easily press a few buttons, enter her tax information. Okay, maybe that's the problem. Now that I think about it, to get in a monetization program, you have to enter your tax information.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking about that.
Maybe she doesn't want to. Why wouldn't someone want to monetize their video views? Is my question.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Because she's not in the program. If she were, she would have videos that are longer than a minute.
Is she smart?
I will use this vegan chapstick. It's the best chapstick in the world. You can buy it from the link in my bio.
And then I also found Ash Trevino live on New Year's Eve, which is fine, but she was sitting there whining because people were outside of her house screaming and hollering for her to come outside, calling her names. The neighbors heard, blah, blah, blah. Cops came, I believe, which is another thing. She just deals with the cops while she's still on live. No respect at all. But you know what? I found out some other lore on that. I'll tell you in just a few minutes. It's like I said, it's a lot, you guys. I'm not even touching the surface yet. Okay. Now, I found out she's always on live, right? Blah, blah, blah. She's got 2 daughters of, I believe, a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old girl, right? Very impressionable young ladies who also don't have beds because she gave them air mattresses. And, you know, yet she can make all this money doing lives and have Louis Vuitton bags and have $700 grocery hauls of just chips. Says in one live, I got them a bed for Christmas. Like, for Christmas, you should buy them a bed regardless. But that's besides the point. So then in another live, a guy even asks her, he says, oh, I thought you were getting your daughter's beds for Christmas. And she says, who told you that? Like, these, I believe, like Gypsy Rose, her, and many other creators forget that the internet is forever. What you put out there is still out there. And people are going to use it against you. So why the fuck would you say one thing one day and another the next? It doesn't make any sense. So then I'm thinking, this bitch is so fucking incompetent. She puts her daughters in danger by allowing these strangers to be outside because apparently her address obviously had gotten leaked somehow. I'm not sure if it was done by her herself or if it was done by other people or whatever, because she had this whole relationship with a 19-year-old boy. And mind you, she is a 35-year-old woman, apparently. I mean, I don't want to age shame anyone, but there's always a but. She doesn't quite look 35. I'm just saying, I'm older than her and I look younger than her. How does that work? But I'm one of those blessed millennials that still looks young. No, I probably look old. You can tell me, it's okay. This next video, though, is a video that taught me everything that I needed to know about Ash Trevino. So right now, you're going to learn most of the lore about her. If you already know the lore about her and you don't want to hear it again, here's the timestamp to go to where I start talking about the rest of the video, okay? So please don't leave, just go to the timestamp. Come on.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about Ash's really, really fucking disturbing and dark past. So Ash basically used to date this guy, and his name was Francisco, and he was in prison, okay? And the reason that he was in prison was because he unalived 2 young teenage girls, and the girls were around Ash's daughter's age. And so one day Ash is on live and she gets a call and it's from the prison. So she picks it up and basically she's talking to Francisco, her boyfriend at the time. And basically while she was on the live, she was joking with him and laughing, and they were like laughing about the fact that like he kind of committed this murder. Like they were like, oh haha, like and Ash is laughing and she's like, oh well, you know, haha, R.I.P. to the ones who lost their lives. And while she's on another live, she's very like explicit when her kids are around. So she's on this one live and she has a rose toy out, okay? And so her rose toy's out and she's like, her daughter starts like playing and touching the rose toy and Ash is like, oh my God, stop. Like, I need to use that. Like I need her and she needs me. And then she and her daughters, like she starts like brainstorming names to name the toy, like literally with her daughters, which is like insanely disturbing. Also, she had previously gotten on live talking about how like she was talking about like alleged SA allegations. I'm not exactly sure who the alleged allegations were against. I'm assuming they were Santos, but she was talking a lot about how like it was weird that these girls were coming out with their allegations so late in time and that they should come out with allegations right when it happens, and it was just like very disturbing and like giving SA victim shaming. After that, she then started talking, someone in her live mentioned Chris Watts. And if you don't know who Chris Watts is, this guy, he's infamous for unaliving his entire family, including his pregnant wife and his 2 daughters, and then basically stuffing them into gas tanks in order to basically be with a mistress. And so while she's on these lives, she's like, oh, well, you know, like what if Chris Watts' family just deserved it? Like, what if they weren't like giving him what he needed, or just like some disturbing shit like that? And even if she was joking, it's like, what the fuck? Like it's not even, it's to the point where it's like, that's just like, that's like creepy. Like, are you okay as a person? So
yeah, that's like
basically disturbing. The way that Ash met Santos, which is the 19-year-old boy that she was seeing, and got involved with romantically, was because her 15-year-old daughter had a crush on Santos. And so there's this like famous live where Santos is like, oh, he's talking to Ash's daughter. He's like, oh, how do you feel that your mommy stole your crush? And it's like, okay, already inappropriate. But like literally the most disgusting thing was Santos on the live was like, hey Ash, can I take your daughters to my crib, like to my house? And Ash starts laughing and is like, yeah, as long as you don't take advantage of them. And Santos is like, what? And she's like, as long as you don't take advantage of them, you know what I mean? Haha, I don't want to become a grandma right now.
15.
Talking about her 15-year-old daughter. Right now, Ash has another boyfriend who is locked up, and she claims that he's 6'2" with a body and that he's really cute and like all of these things. And it's just like so disturbing because she's putting her daughters around people like Santos, around people like the other unaliver, and she's like making explicit jokes with it. Like, I genuinely feel so bad for her daughters, and honestly, like, she and Santos, both of the pasts, both of their internet histories, everything that's happened is just so disturbing that like I genuinely, it's like so fucking sad because I genuinely don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to hold these people accountable. I mean, I'm making a video on this because I deserve that they should be, I know that they deserve to be held accountable publicly, but it's like, I wish there was something that we could tangibly do because this is all just so sad.
And this bullshit is way deeper than some TikTok fucking drama. I'll tell you that right now. I see this whole thing actually turning into a fucking true crime case, to be quite honest with you. I mean, it's just to the point of no return, you know? I don't believe that she's going to change her behavior. I don't know if it's possible unless she goes and gets therapy. Okay, so now that you're all up to speed, I hope you're still here. And you went to the timestamp because now it's not. Ash claims that she's never lost her children. Even though in some videos she says that they can't be seen on there because of some reason, or, you know, can't be heard singing her song, if you want to call it that. And then she says that she lived with her mom or her parents for most of her life, or most of her time raising her children. And that this apartment that she has right now is the first time she's ever lived on her own. and she's new to it, bear with her, blah, 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 blah. The thing about it is, though, Ash Trevino, if I may address you directly, you have an apartment. You have a bedroom for your girls. It's common fucking sense that your children need beds and that they need more than chips for food and that they need their mother to stop being on live for a little bit and spend some time with them and not go out and steal their crush that they have that's on TikTok and act like, you know, he's some kind of prize. Okay? You are not all there, Ash, and you need to go to therapy. Sorry, I had to make sure I addressed the situation directly because I believe that Ash is headed down the road of losing her children very soon here. And you know why? Because I happen to find somebody on TikTok who is very much against Ash Trevino, but is very much involved in the story because he wants to help her girls, which thank God somebody is looking after that situation. Ash gets so super defensive about everything. And she's very, like, she uses her emotions to manipulate. So she cries a lot and does that stupid shit. My sister used to do that shit. I got so fucking cold-hearted to people when they cry, which I hate that because I don't want to be that way. When someone starts crying, I want to believe them. I want to console them. And I'm getting better with it with my own therapy. Thank you very much. It used to be that she had gotten me so prone to her lying and her manipulating and all that shit but when she would cry, it wouldn't even faze me. I wouldn't even ask her what was wrong. It got to that point. But then I noticed it was also affecting my empathy towards others, which I usually am a very empathetic person. It got to the point where someone would cry around me and there would be a legitimate reason to cry. And I would be over there like, come on, seriously, you're going to cry? You know, or believing that they were faking it or whatever. And that's wrong. I don't want to be like that. So I've been in therapy and I've been getting help for that part as well to regain my empathy for others and their situations. And it's not everyone that's going to be trying to manipulate me, you know what I mean? Because I'm very gullible, I'm very loving and trusting, and it's not to boast because it's a downfall as well, where I trust too easily and I love too hard and all that kind of thing. So when someone hurts me or when they manipulate me and I find out that I'm being used or whatever the case, it really truly affects me wholeheartedly, you know what I mean? And I hate that about myself. But at the same time, I do like it about myself because that means that I have the ability to be a loving, caring, good person. And I am. And I refuse to, I know I have a bad past, but that's behind me. I'm making a better future. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I just hope, I really, really hope that Ash finds that awakening, that spiritual awakening. I hope she experiences that soon so that she doesn't have to feel the pain of waking up every day without your children by your side, or wake up every day knowing that you fucked up so bad that they're not there anymore. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It might not even affect her. She might not even give a shit. But at the same time, I know it bothers me every fucking day of my life that I had to allow my children to be with someone else. But that's not the point I'm making over here. I don't want to talk about that right now because I don't feel like crying. Okay? So let's move on. Well, if she's getting defensive, then that means she's feeling shame about it, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, she very well could be lost in this space. I believe that people could change. I really do, because I did, you know? And I want to believe that for her. I want to see that in her eyes. I want to believe that this is because of some kind of pain that she's gone through, or whatever the case that she's not dealing with right now. So, I mean, she really desperately needs therapy, because that will all come to light when she does. It's because of reasons like this one, even though this is a smaller reason other than all the other bullshit she's done. But Ash practically ignored her daughter, who was literally throwing up right next to her, singing her fucking Nunu song, coming out of the bathroom like it's a party.
Santos, he never smell well.
Mama just threw up.
That's your stupid song.
Why? You're lying. I smell like it or what?
You're lying. And then she's always obsessed with how her fucking pussy smells.
Mom, I threw up. Why are you
Like, girl, if it smells that bad, you need to go to the doctor.
Alexa, stop.
Bro, I was jamming to Nunu. What? What?
Take care of your daughters. On live, of course. Tend to your babies, turn the live off, and get out of here. You wonder why people are coming after you about your kids. I mean, she cries over shit, like I said, that doesn't matter. I mean, here's a video of her supposedly crying over losing her 250,000 followers.
A lot of doors were closed in 2024, but a lot more are going to open in 2025. I believe that 100%. I am. Thank you, Kimmy. Happy New Year's, you guys. Oh, we made it out of 2024, you guys.
Because there was like a mass unfollowing, but then she claims it doesn't bother her because it's about views and shit like that, and it's not always about subscribers or followers. Whatever, bitch. The more subscribers you have, the more in the algorithm you're going to be pushed. If you're not stupid, you know that. But she was apparently crying about that, but at the same time, she was also seen on her live crying on New Year's Eve about her boyfriend saying Happy New Year's and he loved her and all the shit. Oh, you know, that just brought tears to her eyes, you know, her inmate hopping ass. Oh, gosh. Ash Trevino, I mean, I don't know how you do it. How you do it. And you're sitting in prison, you're all by yourself with your rose toy. Like, life is so unfair, Ash. I mean, it's so absolutely fucking crazy of a story that it's laughable, but at the same time, it isn't fucking funny. Really, it's not. I mean, there's 2 children involved here. So it's not funny at all, really. She cries over this dumbass shit, too, instead of spending the New Year's Eve with her daughters, who are in the next room, literally, if they're not at her parents' house. So turn the live off, Ash, and go spend time with them.
My sister just texted me, Happy New Year, sis, love you. My boyfriend just wrote me, Happy New Year's, baby, I love you. Oh my God. He said, Happy New Year's, baby, I love you so much. We have so many more to come. God, what we're yes, Allie. He is gonna do that. I just wrote my boyfriend and I put Happy New Year, baby. We got this. This is our year. I love you so much.
They need you right now, not the people on TikTok. Nope. Ash learns of her daughter's TikTok crush, which I told you about. His name is Santos. And she claims in another video that she had no idea, but there's a video of her clearly knowing and saying it. So it's like a whole other Gypsy Rose fucking thing where they say one thing, say another thing, and then act like they didn't lie. It's like delusion, delulu. Hello, delusion. How are you? You're my best friend. I love you. I'm a delulu bitch and got a new. I seems PP. He see my new. Oh my god, here I am singing the fucking song. Oh my god. Hello. Anyways, yes, the infamous Mr. Santos. And guess what, guys? Mr. Santos is 19 years old. She tried to claim that he was like 22 at one time, but no, he is 19. Ashley is 35. No, bitch, that's fucking disgusting. This child is literally only 4 years older than your oldest daughter. For real? Like, whew. Then in another video from somebody else, which I've been looking for to show you, is of this person explaining that she's actually not 35, she's 42 or 41. So I don't know what she actually is. All I know is that she looks old, and, you know, it's not her new, it's her old. My fiance came up with that one. I had to add it. You know, it's like I said, too. I said, yeah, you're 35 maybe 10 years ago. Bitch. Seriously. Ash and Gypsy Rose should be best friends. They really should. I think they'd get along great. I mean, Gypsy could always use new people to defend her. You know what I mean? And this girl's got a lot of clout. She defends all these inmates. Why can't she defend Gypsy Rose? I mean, come on. Laughing about their victims and acting like, you know, it's just some joke. I mean, Ash, I should say, is severely ignorant, and I believe that she needs her platform taken away, to be quite honest.
Honestly, rip to those who lost their lives. Don't laugh, babe.
Oh my god.
Because they don't want people on the app, you know, influencing people to do horrible shit. And that's exactly what she's doing. That's the reason people watch her shit, because she's such a train wreck, you know? And that's the thing. Adriel Siegler has a video where she's just like, I thought I mastered the algorithm and blah, 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 and mastered live streaming and da-da-da.
Frustrated. I have been studying algorithms for 3 years. 3 years! It's been since October of 2021. I thought I could master the art of going viral. I thought I could master the art of social media, and I did so well. So well. But I didn't master the art of live streaming. And I go live every day. And I get all of these people in my life who are amazing, right? And I have like 500 to 1,000 viewers, and I think I'm doing so well. And I'm like, yes, I've cracked the code. I figured out how to master algorithms of making content and live streaming. And then this woman named Ash Trevino proves me wrong, breaks a world record, a Guinness Book of World Records on TikTok, and has 500,000 live viewers at one time. And I'm live right now, battling this guy. And I have 404 viewers. The viewers cannot be found. Will I ever figure out how to get as many viewers on my live stream as Ash Trevino? I'm so frustrated.
But here Ash Trevino is with the record-breaking amount of people in her live and da-da-da. Okay, fine. But you know why, Adriel? Go and do more bullshit. Even you do quite a bit of your own bullshit, but you're not as unhinged as Ash. And now you would have to go out and really fuck around to be able to be at her level. That's what you have to do. You have to be very good at making videos, or you got to be just nothing but a big train wreck, and people love the drama, so they come back for more and more. It's crazy. It's like watching Jerry Springer. I hated watching Jerry Springer. I'm sorry. I know you can kill me now, strike me dead, but Jerry Springer used to irritate the shit out of me. Whatever. I'm sorry. May he rest in peace. Ash has even been on Alive talking about the Chris Watts case. The man that unalived his wife and 2 daughters and unborn baby boy. Yeah. She's on Live laughing and saying that maybe if his wife gave him what he needed, he wouldn't have done what he did to her. And it was, oh well, really? Really? That part there made me fucking sick. That's disgusting. That's vile. And to know that you have 2 daughters that you're raising now on your own because you're a single parent by yourself in this apartment, knowing that and then hearing you say that is enough for me to want your girls out of that house for good and away from you till you go get some therapy and some help. And don't trust social services to help you with that. Go on your own. Since the new year, though, the police department where Ash Trevino lives posted a Happy New Year post on Facebook or whatever. And a lot of Ash Trevino's neighbors and things like that were commenting on this post saying how unhinged she is, how crazy she is, yada, yada, all the noise complaining because they felt like that was the only way that they could report it. And why is that? Why couldn't they call? But apparently, there's been a lot of people calling the police department about Ash Trevino and even had the cops go there because they saw her little boyfriend, Santos, drinking alcohol on live and he's only 19. Just crazy shit. Sorry, I still have like a little bit of an issue here. Apparently, she's got some affiliation with the police department because it's apparently like her sister's husband works for the police department or something like that. But still, that shouldn't even fucking matter. You know, with ethics in the police department, that shouldn't even be a thing. It shouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Because in my eyes, I believe she would have already been taken to jail. But for some reason, it's not. It's crazy. And Ash has even stated in a live, the police won't do anything because of the fact that her brother-in-law is a police officer, or allegedly is a police officer, I should say.
Year just started and people are already coming for the Ennis Police Department. So the Ennis Police Department basically put out a flyer and put "Don't drink and drive," and also just put a flyer that said Happy New Year's just in general. And y'all, literally the neighbors are commenting on the Ennis Police Department page. Like, what? Let me read this comment for you. They said, "Try being her neighbor. All the traffic, honking, screaming, parking in our parking lot. People coming to her always on live. I'm sick and tired of it. I want to break my lease, but the police only warn her and let her go. She's always telling people to pull up. I just don't know where else to complain. She had a diesel going around our block yelling and honking 3 times and still nothing." Now, people are speculating that she knows someone from the police department, and she has made it known that she does. But there was comments like this saying she definitely knows someone there. They call her and give her a heads up that they're coming, then talks crap and laughs behind their back, making y'all look like fools. And then someone posted this. They says that the truth comes out. The reason Ennis County Police Department allows Ashley Trevino to break the laws daily is because her relative is married to one of their police officers. Ashley herself stated on a live that she's not worried about being arrested because she has connections to NSPD. Makes perfect sense now why she hasn't been arrested. Go ahead and leave your comments below, guys. I feel like we should be interviewing the neighbor because the neighbor has a lot to say about this. But let me know what you guys think.
But apparently she might be wrong about the fact that they don't do anything, because this is the part where it gets good. I found a creator named Anthony, or as on TikTok, he's called the Welding Salesman. Well, he went through a lot to do what he finally got done. He did it for good reason, and I'm happy he did it because somebody needed to stand up and do it, and I'm really, really glad he did. Before, though, we get into all that, I want you guys to truly know who Santos is too, because that's a big part of the story. So I want you to watch this video real quick, then you'll know the lore of Santos, and then put him and Ash together, and you've got, like, you basically have a cookie with anthrax in it or something, I swear to God.
There is something really, really dark and disturbing about Ash Trevino and Santos's past, and I don't know why people aren't talking about them. The more I look into them, the more and more I feel that they are going to end up on a true crime podcast soon. So first I want to start off by talking about Santos's really, really dark past. So first of all, apparently he has a 1-year-old daughter that he lost parental rights to, okay? And at first, he was claiming that he was a super active father, but then allegedly it has come out that he actually is not even on his child's birth certificate. Then Santos is on a live, okay? And while he's on this live, a lawyer joins the live. And so at first Santos is like joking with him. He's like, "Oh my God, you're not even a real lawyer, yada, 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 yada." And then the guy's like, "Yeah, no, I am a real lawyer. And by the way, I just searched you up in the system, and there is like a whole case against you where the state of Texas, it's basically Santos versus the state of Texas, and the state of Texas is suing him for not paying child support. Then, while on the live, you see Santos's demeanor visibly change once the lawyer says this. And his response is, no, that's all fake because my real name isn't even Santos. And the lawyer's just like, what do you mean? Like, this is clearly you. It has like your baby mama's name on it. Like, I'm confused. At the end of the live, the lawyer's just like, go pay your child support. And Santos goes, I pay for a girl's BBLs. Then a girl that used to be romantically involved with Santos comes out. And I'm honestly surprised that this girl has not gotten far more attention. I'm going to put her TikTok username up here. But she used to be romantically involved with Santos. And she has exposed him for being a terrible fraud, rapist, essayer. So she says that she first got affiliated with Santos because he approached her, as he does many of the girls, including Ash and Shawty Bay. And he says, hey, I can help get you TikTok famous. Trust me, I'll basically be your TikTok handler. She says that's his strategy to really loop the girls in. This girl's name is Des, by the way. And so when he does that, he basically gets them to make all of these lives and Airbnbs that either he pays for or they will pay for. And it's kind of like his quote unquote strategy. And then he takes care of the girls. And by that, I mean, he protects them, like if they ever have any like security concerns or whatever. And even the backseat girl comes out and said that the reason that she was giving Santos HEAD in the backseat of the car was because he quote unquote takes care of her. And a lot of people have come out and said that's what a lot of girls who are involved in trafficking say. Des also comes out and she talks about how a lot of the times these girls end up having really, really bad relationships with Santos and sometimes cut him off. And so she says that she was considered defiant towards him because she would call him out on his BS. But a lot of the other girls don't do that yet. And so a lot of the other girls aren't defiant towards Santos, but a lot of the times their relationship ends up in Santos either leaking their phone number or their addresses. And I don't know if you remember this, but apparently there was a claim that Miss Gold's phone number got leaked by Santos. So Destiny, the girl who came out, the one that was in the romantic relationship with Santos, she talks about how Santos claims that she SA'd him, which she claims is completely false. And she also says that Santos has literally posted revenge porn of her without her consent, of course. Now, Destiny, she's been amazing. And she has collected so many stories from girls who have come forward about being SA'd by Santos or raped by him. And if you look at Des's account, the amount of girls who claimed they were SA'd or raped by Santos is honestly terrifying. And so there's this one video where Destiny is on a phone call, and when she's on this phone call, this one girl is talking about how she and her sister went out with Santos. And when they went out with Santos, the girl said she hadn't really been drinking much, and all of a sudden she started feeling super, super lethargic. She felt like she couldn't move, and she almost felt like she was literally in sleep paralysis. And she says while this is all going on, she like ends up in bed with Santos, allegedly, and Santos ends up raping her, according to her testimony. She then says that her sister comes in and her sister's arguing with Santos and is like, get out, because they were in a hotel room, and that her sister and Santos end up going into the bathroom, and Santos ends up raping her sister that same night. And something else Destiny talks about is how so a lot of these girls are genuinely scared to come forward And the reason they're so afraid to come forward is that when Santos, he claims that he was served in the Air Force, okay? A lot of people are saying that this is fake and it's stolen valor, including Destiny. She says that it's fake and that he never did that, but he tells a lot of these girls that he used to serve. And when he tells them that, he also tells them that his position in the Air Force used to be the sexual response coordinator. Meaning it was, according to him, what he would tell these girls is that it was his job to report any instance of SA or any of that to HR and the higher ups, and that they wouldn't really be able to do anything, allegedly, because he had this powerful position. Now, here's where it gets even scarier. I don't even know if it can get scarier. So Destiny gets on a phone call with Santos, okay? And this was before she blocked him. And she has videos of all of this. She has videos of this phone call. And on the phone call, you can hear Santos threaten her and say, and you can hear Santos tell her, if you try to threaten me or my reputation or any of that, I will your cat. And on a lot of Santos's lives, people would ask him, hey, did you do this? Did you SA these people? And his response is always something along the lines of, oh, like, no, it was always consensual. These girls wanted it. And then he'll post a photo of himself with that girl and basically use it as justification for why her claim is false. Also, Santos on his own live claims that he is filing over 30 lawsuits right now because all of these people are basically defaming his character. So this is only Santos's dark past. I'm making a part 2 of this with all of Ash's dark past. But honestly, I don't even know what to think. I'm just so disgusted. I'm so disgusted. And it's so apparent that Santos is using this whole mess of Ash, and he's hiding under the guise of all the drama going on with Ash and the drama with Shoddy Bay and all of that to disguise from the really, really, really messed up stuff that's going on behind the scenes. And he needs to be held accountable for all of this. I don't understand how this man still has 500,000 followers. Anyways, go to part 2. There is something oh my god, so I completely Okay, so now we're gonna talk about Ash's really, really fucking disturbing and dark past. So Ash basically used to date this guy, and his name was Francisco, and he was in prison, okay? And the reason that he was in prison was because he unalived 2 young teenage girls, and the girls were around Ash's daughter's age. And so one day Ash is on live and she gets a call, and it's from the prison. So she picks it up, and basically she's talking to Francisco, her boyfriend at the time. And basically while she was on the live, she was joking with him and laughing, and they were like laughing about the fact that like he kind of committed this murder. Like they were like, oh haha, like and Ash is laughing and she's like, oh well, you know, haha, RIP to the ones who lost their lives. Then while she's on another live, she's very like explicit when her kids are around. So she's on this one live and she has a rose toy out, okay? And so her rose toy's out, and she's like, her daughter starts like playing and touching the rose toy, and Ash is like, oh my god, stop, like I need to use that, like I need her and she needs me. And then she and her daughters, like she starts like brainstorming names to name the toy, like literally with her daughters, which is like insanely disturbing. Also, she had previously gotten on live talking about how like she was talking about like alleged SA allegations. I'm not exactly sure who the alleged allegations were against. I'm assuming they were Santos, but she was talking a lot about how like it was weird that these girls were coming out with their allegations so late in time, and that they should come out with allegations right when it happens. And it was just like very disturbing and like giving essay victim shaming. After that, she then started talking. Someone in her live mentioned Chris Watts. And if you don't know who Chris Watts is, this guy, he's infamous for unaliving his entire family, including his pregnant wife and his 2 daughters, and then basically stuffing them into gas tanks in order to basically be with a mistress. And so while she's on these lives, she's like, oh, well, you know, like, what if Chris Watts' family just deserved it? Like, what if they weren't like giving him what he needed, or just like some disturbing shit like that? And even if she was joking, it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's not even, it's to the point where it's like, that's just like, that's like creepy. Like, are you okay as a person? So basically, the way that Ash met Santos, which is the 19-year-old boy that she was seeing, and got involved with romantically, was because her 15-year-old daughter had a crush on Santos. And so there's this like famous live where Santos is like, oh, he's talking to Ash's daughter. He's like, oh, how do you feel that your mommy stole your crush? And it's like, okay, already inappropriate. But like literally the most disgusting thing was Santos on the live was like, hey Ash, can I take your daughters to my crib, like to my house? And Ash starts laughing and is like, yeah, as long as you don't take advantage of them. And Santos is like, what? And she's like, as long as you don't take advantage of them, you know what I mean? Haha, I don't want to become a grandma right now. Talking about her 15-year-old daughter. Right now, Ash has another boyfriend who is locked up, and she claims that he's 6'2" with a body and that he's really cute and like all of these things. And it's just like so disturbing, because she's putting her daughters around people like Santos, around people like the other unaliver, and she's like making explicit jokes with it. Like, I genuinely feel so bad for her daughters. And honestly, like, she and Santos, both of the pasts, both of their internet histories, everything that's happened is just so disturbing that like I genuinely, it's like so fucking sad, because I genuinely don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to hold these people accountable. I mean, I'm making a video on this because I deserve that they should be, I know that they deserve to be held accountable publicly, but it's like, I wish there was something that we could tangibly do, because this is all just so sad.
Okay, but now that you know how Ash and Santos are not the greatest people, now Anthony, of course, like the rest of us that watch or have seen clips, he's disgusted and completely appalled, but at least he's taking the initiative to do something to help the daughters in this situation, which are the most important part of this situation. I mean, some people find him to be nosy for doing this and like kind of overstepping his bounds, but I don't. I believe that when it comes down to the well-being of a child, a responsibility of another adult is that when you witness abuse, no matter what level it's on, you make sure that you report it. And then the authorities and the professionals can handle the rest from there. Sometimes they are corrupt themselves, but for the most part, allow them to do their job and allow them to give safety to these children. Stop fucking acting like her privacy is some huge fucking problem when she sits on live literally all day, every fucking day, for the public to watch what she does and gather opinions on her. Just like Nurse Hannah, I saw this, sorry, change of subject, but Nurse Hannah posted some stupid ass motherfucking video saying that she's gonna sue all of the creators that accused her of child CA, which is child, abuse. YouTube doesn't like that word. She's a very unhinged person, because bitch, if you put a video out there and it's public and everybody can watch it, and we witness something like that and we report it, we are just doing our due diligence to your child, okay? Because you obviously aren't going to do the protecting of your child, so then other people feel obligated to do so.
Ash Trevino, your turn. By now, I think everybody on the internet has seen your video of you gardening with a rose. Why does it sound like stirring up mac and cheese? Ugh. And we know what state it's located in, Texas, whatever. We all know where you live, right? We all know what city you live in. Public information. What everyone's seeing, you've been skating the line of accountability. I did a little research to see if the disgusting gardening you were doing with the rose could actually be under some kind of penal code. Texas Penal Code 21.07.
Yeah.
Now, what does this cover? This covers any what they consider lewd act in a public place, like TikTok.
Right.
Part of what they consider lewd is noises from self-pleasure. There are minors on this app.
Yes.
Texas Penal Code 21.11, indecency with Section 2, with the intent to arouse. Yeah, they're a phone call away on Monday. When you get out, you can date yourself and leave the rest of these guys alone.
Otherwise, it would eat them alive, which that should be you. But since it's not, like I said, other adults step in. Okay? And people make videos to make other people aware of the situation, to gain more awareness and to get the attention of the right people to handle the situation and make sure these children are brought to safety. Now, you can't do shit. You can't say shit. Defamation, you can't say shit about anything, because there's no slander. There's freedom of speech. It is not bullying. When you're putting it out there and you're showing your ass online and then someone has an opinion about it, that is your fault.
After making Ash Trevino update, after making calls this morning, I was able to successfully open up a case with the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Did call the police department. They tried to brush me off just like they did everybody else, but then I started talking about the penal code she was violating, and they're like, okay, we'll hear you out. Still, because there was so many calls, they're like, we'll put it with the other calls. Knew it wasn't getting anywhere there. Called the DA, left a message, never got a call back. Just through experience, figured out that I needed something a little bigger than myself to actually get this going. Called the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They were super open to hear what I had to say. I gave them all the details that I knew of, and now there is a successful case that they are investigating.
Great.
They're a very powerful entity for things like this. They do not have the power to arrest anyone themselves. They do actually have the power to do what it takes to get charges filed. I will update this as I get updates, but where we stand now, there is an actual active investigation out of CPS. I will update this as I get updates, but where we are now, there is an active investigation from the Centers for Missing and Exploited Children. Have the day you deserve. Ash Trevino update. After making calls this morning, I was able to successfully open up a...
People need to stand up for children, though. I mean, I think it's great of Anthony to care, to be quite honest with you. And it's a lot, you know. And I mean, I'm just lost with the whole situation, and I kind of want my comment section, you know, let's discuss it. Let's talk about this and how you guys feel about the situation. Do you guys think that it's a little unhinged of Anthony to do what he did by going to the authorities and actually getting the attention of at least someone within the system to start an investigation? These girls are, 15 and 13. Of course, they've been with her most of their life. They need to be protected. And someone stood up, and I feel like that's amazing. I think that we all need to be a little bit more caring and mindful for others instead of being so ready to just jump on their case and make fun of them and say this, or that. I just think that if we stood up and showed, not that it's what everybody wants to do, because obviously, yes, she's completely out of hand. But I mean, show her some love and actually go to her and say, look, I care about you as a person, not your bullshit, not your clout, not your lives, nothing. I want you to go get therapy so that you can be the mother that your children deserve for you to be. That's the reason I'm going to therapy. That's the reason I am taking the steps needed to be taken for my mental health. Very much so. And I find it to be very important to do so. I hope eventually she gets to that point, but I just don't see it in the near future, unfortunately. But tell me what you guys think about this whole story in the comments below. Do you support her? Do you not support her? Like, what are your thoughts? I'd love to know. Please like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Again, my name's Baby Girl, and I'm so glad you were here with me tonight. If you're still here, you are awesome. I love it. Thank you so much. And if you are still here, put a fire emoji in the chat below so I know you stayed till the whole video. Because I think that's awesome of you. And I could give you a big hug. Come here. Come here. Come on. Give me a big hug. Yes, I love you and thank you so much. Love you so much. I really do. You don't know what you do. In fact, look at, I want to show you this last but not least, this video. It's totally nothing to do with her or whatever bullshit. But this lady and how she responded when she got online and saw the comments being so nice to her. This is how I feel. And this is what happens to me. I start crying and stuff like that. But just watch her video. It is so heartfelt and so sweet. And you know what? You guys don't know how important you are, truly, to the mental health and to the everything for some people. You know, to me, I mean, my mental space has been phenomenal since I started doing YouTube and been talking to people online and stuff. If I didn't have it right now, I don't know what I would be doing.
Thank you for liking me.
That's how you guys make me feel. It's so sweet. Watch.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
understand. I can hug her.
I opened the app and I saw everybody. Thank you for accepting me.
Bless her heart. I love this.
It hasn't been that way in my
That's
life.
how I feel.
With people.
Yeah.
And I stay in my
hear ya.
house because I don't want to get made fun
Seclude
of.
myself too.
Thank you for showing me love.
So sweet. It would be a very depressing time. But you guys make my time worth coming on here and talking, and I don't know. I just love you and I appreciate you so much. Have a wonderful evening, you guys. Members only lives will be Wednesday evenings at 6:30 p.m. Be there, be square. All right, I love you. Bye, see you later.